So going into step 5, I did a little troubleshooting and found where my error was actually in the last step. So it's good to kind of be experienced with some errors. I actually used the wrong command. Instead of change X by, I put actually set X2, and that's why the X would move, causing that tree to move right into the middle of the track. So now as I look at this, I run my line of code, you can see that the tree stays right where it's supposed to, making that perspective of it moving closer to the screen and the racing function there. So the last part now that we have is just adding a spectator. Another point of reference, in order to add a spectator, what we can do is we can just click the little sprite from the library. You can pick anybody really you'd like at all. In this case, I'm going to pick little Anna here just because it's right on top. I know that the program itself used somebody else. So Anna, what we're going to do with Anna is we're going to use the same one that's pretty much the same as the tree. So what we're going to do here is actually, instead of picking Anna from the booth, what we're going or from the actual picking here, what we're going to do is we're going to actually duplicate the tree. We're going to make tree number 2, but instead of having the tree costume here, what we're going to do is we're just going to pick a person in particular. Doesn't really matter who you pick. I'm going to pick, actually, we'll stick with little Anna here with her hands up, or that one. And now that we have our line of code, we can see that our person will have the exact same code, but instead of being on the side of the track of the tree, what we could do now is maybe instead of being -50, we could keep it at +50, giving them a little bit of a different runway. And now, as you continue this, what we'll have to change though is our positive and negative values. So as you see, they're moving to the left. Instead of moving to the left, we can have them move to the right. Our Y values will actually stay consistent. It's just our X values that we need to be conscientious of. So now that we run this again, you can see that my spectator stays relatively close to where the track is. So you can see that this person actually is a little bit larger than that of the track in general. So what you could do here is you could change the ratio size of this person, a couple different things. So you could go back into costume, you could select all for this individual and kind of shrink them down a little bit, and as you shrink them down, that will cause a change there. You can also reposition them a little bit based off from your selection here, or just not change your Y by, or X by as much as 2. You could have it change by maybe 1.5, and then maybe another 1.5, giving you a change in your values that's consistent to that of the track. Again, just trial and error when playing around with those. So you can see that now my person comes closer to the track. Again, in this case now I have to actually change my values a little bit more than 1.5, but it's just relative with playing around with numbers, kind of guessing and checking with those and seeing what looks most consistent to the eye. Really basic race game. As you can see that you're running down the track. There's some other things that you could do on your own time. Maybe you could figure out how to add a character that makes them look like they're running away from you. Therefore, if they're running away from you, it makes them look like they're running towards the object. But that might be something we look at as a little bonus to this project. But according to the tutorial that you have, that completes the race game, a very simple race game that would suffice in the Science Olympiad Game On section.